It is time to go over to the track for the very last time at these 2016 IPC Athletics European Championships in the city of Grosseto. It's the men's 4x400 meters, T53-54, a non-medal event as we only have two nations competing in this one. Great Britain going in lane 5 and Russia going in lane 7. It's a straight shootout between the two nations for bragging rights and not much more.
But some very, very strong competitors on both sides. Britain have got 6 gold medals, 5 silvers on their side, and Russia have got 10 medals, 2 gold from Grosseto, and Bichenok's on their anchor leg with 6 medals. David Weir on the British anchor leg with 4 golds.
Those two had a great battle to the line in the 1500 earlier on. There you see Bichenok will bring Russia home. Ganzai, perhaps one of the slowest. Him and Goncharov are the two. They go first and third for Russia. Grosseto and Bichenok the quicker of the two in the Russian team.
What a championship it's been for Richard Cesaro. 4 medals, European 200 champion.
On your marks.
The men's 4x400 meters, T53-54. 4x400 meters, 1 lap of the track for each of the athletes. It's Cesaro against Ganzai first off. Cesaro in 5 for Great Britain, Ganzai in 7 for Russia. It's a decent start by Ganzai, but now as Cesaro comes down the back straight, he starts to close the gap. Richard Cesaro, gold in the 200, silver in 3 other distances as well, and he's starting to move up now on Ganzai, who is still yet to medal, having raced in 5 distances here in Grosseto. Cesaro coming around the top bend, and he's already made up some ground. Remember, Ganzai 2 lanes outside him, so as they come to straighten up, Cesaro is well in control for Great Britain. Cesaro will hand over to Nathan Maguire.
And Britain change over first, still in the stagger, but then they'll come inside shortly. Little tap on the shoulder, away Maguire goes, and it's Grosseto taking it away for Russia here. They will bite back a bit. Grosseto winning gold in the 4 and the 8. 2 bronze medals for him as well. Maguire, a regular finalist, but not winning any medals here. So Maguire will need a bit of time to push on, but still a very good advantage for him. Cesaro certainly will be in Rio after the championships he's had with his 1 gold and 3 bronze. The gold in the 2, but those silvers, should I say, in the 1, 4 and the 8. Very, very impressive. Solid lead for Maguire over Grosseto, who's covering over him at the moment and is going to take him shortly, you would imagine, on the second lane. Here comes the change. And it's Maguire who's going to pass on to Motors, Jomny, and Grosseto finds Ivan Goncharov.
Good solid lap from Nathan Maguire with a quicker man, Grosseto, chasing him down. This is Mo Jomny now for Great Britain. 1 gold, 2 silvers and a bronze as well for Mo Jomny. Great championships for him, but moving up around the outside of him at the moment is Ivan Goncharov, yet to medal here in Grosseto, but he's absolutely powering down the back straight. Good pace from Goncharov at the moment, but you wonder whether he might have gone out a bit too quickly. Jomny is a very strong athlete indeed, and he's holding the inside line, and he's not let Goncharov get around the outside of him, and Jomny will come into the home straight just about in the lead ahead of Goncharov. So Britain leading, Goncharov trying to get back down the inside. Jomny might have lost a bit of momentum there as he tried to straighten up, and it's going to be even Stevens on the final lap.
Russia allowed to change on the inside this time as Goncharov lets Bichenok away, and David Weir is tagged here by Jomny. Jomny seemed to freewheel a little bit for me for a few meters after he had his touch off, but it's Weir who takes it up for Britain in second place, and Bichenok in the lead. What a finish we had earlier today. Weir now with 4 gold medals. Bichenok with no gold medals, but 6 medals overall. Half a lap to go. Weir trying to make his move on the outside. Will Bichenok finally get better of him this time? Or will it be 5 gold medals for Weir at these games? It's a non-medal event, but it would be another big win for Weir. And he's coming on the outside here, Weir again. Bichenok on the inside. Weir's done it again. Great Britain to take it. 3:08.30. There's no stopping David Weir. What a great result by a long way. And even when there's nothing at stake, there's no silverware, there's no medal at the end of it, David Weir will still show his medal. Another great success for him and for Britain.
Had all the work to do, David Weir had to do it the hard way, was still behind as they came into the final bend of this 4x400. But just as he did in the 1500 earlier on today, he had the beating of Alexei Bichenok. David Weir is such a great champion. That was a great race between two great relay nations. And David Weir on the anchor leg, well, you wouldn't really want anybody else.
Oh, absolutely, nobody does it better. And in a way, it's just a pity they couldn't get a third nation to compete in this. Normally Switzerland are very good in this, actually, and they have and obviously Thailand at a global level. This is the last changeover. And Weir trotting along, Jomny with a tap, and then second place Weir behind Bichenok. And then this is where the big move comes. Over on the far corner, Bichenok going very good guns over on the far straight, and Weir always has him in his sights. Just a little second taken to straighten up, and that's when he began to make his little move on the outside with around 150 to go. Bichenok has been in this position before where he's having to try to fight off Weir here in Grosseto, and yet again Weir taking him on the closing straight. And just look at the power in the arms. Look at those wheels go. And David Weir is a winner again. Well, if only there could have been medals for this. Bichenok would have deserved a 7th, and Weir would have definitely deserved a 5th gold.
5 wins from 5 for David Weir. 37 years of age. Look at the celebration. It still means an awful lot to him. Looking at his team there, actually, when he crossed the line, he was celebrating rapturously. Those are the two nations there. Russia extremely close. Bichenok extremely close to David Weir again, but not quite close enough. There's the result. Great Britain 308.30. Russia 308.72, less than half a second in it.
National records for both, I can tell you, by the way. Not very far away from China's world record set at London 2012 of 305.46.